Plutarch's Lives, translated by John Dryden, revised by Arthur Hugh Clough. We start with Numa Pompilius. Though the pedigrees of noble families of Rome go back in exact form as far as Numa Pompilius, yet there is great diversity amongst historians concerning the time in which he reigned. A certain writer called Claudius, in a book of his entitled Strictures on Chronology, avers that the ancient register of Rome was lost when the city was sacked by the Gauls, and that those which are now extant were counterfeited, to flatter and serve the humor of some men who wished to have themselves derived from some ancient and noble lineage, though in reality with no claim to it. And though it be commonly reported that Numa was a scholar and familiar acquaintance of Pythagoras, yet it is again contradicted by others who affirm that he was acquainted with neither the Greek language nor learning, and that he was a person of that natural talent and ability as of himself to attain to virtue, or else that he found some barbarian instructor superior to Pythagoras. Now, we don't even have a letter of Paul that dates before the post-Bar Kokhba revolt sacking of the Romans. So, nothing occurs to the 70s, but I don't know if you have any actual first century stuff of the letters. It's rumored that they started then, but you don't actually, I don't think they've dated any of the letters to that period. I mean, Christians say they were from that period, but considering that, but anyways, same sort of situation. Genealogies and other stuff claimed, other people says, yeah, well, no, that's not true, and you're only claiming this because the records have been destroyed. But at least they had forged records in these cases. Some affirm also that Pythagoras was not contemporary with Numa, but lived at least 5 generations after him, and that some other Pythagoras, a native of Sparta, who in the 16th Olympiad, in the 3rd year of which Numa became king, won a prize at the Olympic race, might, in his travel through Italy, have gained acquaintance with Numa, and assisted him in the constitution of his kingdom, whence it comes that many Laconian laws and customs appear among the Roman institutions. Yet in any case, Numa was descended of the Sabines, who declared themselves to be of a colony of the Lacedaemonians, and chronology in general is uncertain, especially when fixed by the list of victors in the Olympic Games, which were published at a late period by Hippias the Elean, and rest on no positive authority. Commencing, however, at a convenient point, we will proceed to give the most noticeable events that are recorded of the life of Numa. And don't we run into that sort of thing again? Biblically, is that just because there's a Moses or Joshua or something that wrote the book, it's like how many grimoires written by a Moses? It's like, well, was it a rabbi Moshe, or was it a Shlomo, or, and Merlin, to some extent, has been used as a pseudonym. But there were really people named that, so it wasn't necessarily as a pseudonyms for some of those people. The people just said, oh, it's the book of Moses, it's the book of this guy. And I wouldn't be surprised if they found proof that the 5 books of Moses may have been about a different Moses, but they were perhaps maybe written by a Moses hundreds of years later. It was the 37th year, counted from the foundation of Rome, when Romulus, then reigning, did, on the 5th day of the month of July, called the Caprotine Nones, offer a public sacrifice at the Goat's Marsh, in presence of the Senate and people of Rome. Suddenly the sky was darkened, a thick cloud of storm and rain settled on the earth. The common people fled in affright, and were dispersed, and in this whirlwind Romulus disappeared, his body being never found either living or dead. A foul suspicion presently attached to the patricians, and rumors were current among the people, as if that they, weary of kingly government, and exasperated of late